Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. These two teams will break the seal on conference play in this one. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the SMU Mustangs. Restate the State Call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Seminoles head coach before the game. He told me this is a big challenge for them just from a time zone standpoint. He's tried to do a lot of research with his sports information and sports performance coaches to make sure their team is prepared and ready to fight this east to west time zone travel. We'll see if they're able to perform well here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Noles will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Hale. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Fires toward the target. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going long. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
Running to Green. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Catch open down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
The Noles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
They'll ride the hot hand. Nice move there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The inside handoff. There he goes! Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Right back to him on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that 1st.
Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll try the right side. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's third down a little longer after that penalty. To the air, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Mustangs will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
And this play takes a little bit of time to develop. When you're running a wheel, you get the matchup you want. This offense identifies it. They see it right away. Good protection up front. And the running back turns into a wide receiver, makes the play. But I think they found the matchup they wanted, and they went right after it.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted deep in his own end. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. One final play before the end of the quarter. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. 4 to State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. Plows through the defense. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense.
Here's a little room there, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown Seminoles! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out with it, it's Hale. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, SMU. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. The give on the counter. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the catch. It's Riles. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Daniels. Rushes on him. Finds some time. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces and is supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that.
A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, I don't know if there was a lot of question with respect to who that ball was going to be going to. This quarterback knows who his best playmaker is, and on the final play of the first half, he was looking him up. It wasn't going to be easy, but they were able to execute, get on the same page, score the touchdown, and they've got the lead.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with TCU taking on the NC State Wolfpack. And it's the Horned Frogs looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I route them.
Maybe a crease. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Off play action on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on!
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They'll try to spread out this defense on 2nd and 3 with a 4 wideout set. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Got it in the middle, it's Knight. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Motion from the back. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. There he goes. And works it to the Yard line, that'll be a first down.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneaking the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. This time he wants to throw. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And late in the football games, coaches are like, don't make the mistake. In this offense, they just did it. Tie football game, they put the ball on the deck, the defense recovers. Now they're going to have to depend on their defense to come out, get a stop, and keep them in this football game.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Fires left. Got his man downfield. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
To the air on second down. Right on the money. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. He might want another play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got enough for the first. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. The give to the left side. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's complete on the right side. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Got a man, it's Robinson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once, like they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Touchdown, Florida State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Hale. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. He's taking a deep shot. Pulls in the deep ball. Here he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. And the Mustangs respond.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And the offense chooses to be aggressive and go down the field to try to make the big play. Listen, that's a good thing. It's good to be aggressive, but now you got to live with it a little bit here on third down, because now it's 3rd and long after 2 incompletions, and the defense, they know you're going to pass the football, so you got to have an answer here on 3rd down.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time, because, again, he saw a...
Goes high to pull it in. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. To the air, it's Daniels. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, no! And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Seminoles back in the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hale. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15.
Black 14! Black 14! Check them!
To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Jump ball, and he's got it. Oh, what a grab. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. To throw, it's Jennings. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
It just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but man, we have seen crazy things happen in college football.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's incomplete into the end zone, and that's going to do it. That puts a wrap on this one. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit?